He's probably got some kind of superpower.
The fourth day of safari started off with a scare. A little scare.
5:45 in the morning, I woke up trying to charge one of the cameras, and there's a mouse in the tent. I've never had an African mouse in the tent. I don't like mice.
I've worked around some of the largest predators in the world, but put a mouse or a rat by me and forget it. I freak out.
See, what's that? That mouse is in here somewhere.
I was excited to visit the schools today.
Today we're going to visit one of the schools that LEWA helps. LEWA helps a few schools within the community. As I said before, in order to do good wildlife conservation, it has to help the local community. So when people come here to view animals, the local communities and people have to see a sort of reward for that. And that way everyone's on the same page and all in one team, and everyone wants to conserve all those beautiful animals they have around here. So we brought pads of papers and stuff like that, and today I brought a soccer ball for the kids. And it's red, and a lot of the kids around here love the color red. So it's going to be an awesome day.
On the way out of Lewa, we saw something that looked like large rocks in the road. 2 male white rhinos. What a great way to start our day.
These are two young male rhinos? Sorry?
As you can see in this picture, when rhinos are just laying down and relaxing, from far away, they could seem like a big rock. While I was filming, I heard some commotion from behind us. It seemed like these 2 male ostriches were practicing their moves for the girls, but there were none around. You can tell they're males by the black and white coloring they have, as females are brown. The ostrich is the largest bird, and even though they can't fly, they can run over 40 miles an hour. And also they can deliver one heck of a powerful kick. A male like this one can be well over 250 pounds and stand over 8 feet tall. We could have sat there for hours, but like this smaller bird, we had to fly. That is until we had another Kenyan roadblock. This Ellie told us a thing or two. Outside of Lewa, there are a lot of farms. Since the majority of Kenya's wildlife actually lives outside of protected parks like Lewa, it is important to educate the people in these surrounding areas about wildlife conservation. The smooth paved road was a nice change of pace. And in just a few minutes, we are at one of the schools that Lewa helps fund, a school I had visited just 4 years before. Lewa supports 8 surrounding public primary schools, as well as helps out with about 4 others in a partner community conservancy. They also help with scholarships to higher education and adult literacy programs, among other things. The education system is growing. For instance, from 2006 to 2009, the 8 primary schools had about 500 more students enrolled. We hung out with these kids eating their porridge. Even though I grew up on a lower scale of income in America, I always had plenty of food to eat. These children were so grateful for what little they had. It really put things into perspective. We were reminded by the teachers not to feel sorry for these students, but think about those still out there who are not lucky enough to even attend the school. It was fun to watch the kids play with the ball I brought them, and to simply just hang out and talk with them. What I like about this kind of system is that eventually the people will educate themselves to a point where outside help or charity won't be needed so much. For a lot of these kids, they are the first ones in their family to ever attend school, to ever read a book, or to ever learn how to speak English. I was amazed at how smart they were. They even asked us questions about America, like what was our highest mountain, and then we struggled to answer that.
And I work at a zoo where I work with farm animals.
And what really hit home to me is that these children are taught the importance of wildlife conservation. There are scheduled drives where they can see all the beautiful wildlife that I saw. For some of them, they see these animals when they walk to school, a walk that can be hours long. And to think, I didn't even want to walk 4 houses down to go to the school bus stop when I was a kid. And in the classrooms, you can see information about AIDS. It was a reminder of one of Africa's biggest problems. A percentage of these kids are orphans due to HIV and AIDS. We learned about a new water project. Like education, this is something I and most people take for granted. They are coming up with a system to hold the water that comes off of Mount Kenya and use it for the surrounding areas. It is important to help the locals improve their land. As you can see here, you don't want them to take their livestock onto Lewa's land, which is to the left and a little greener, and obviously that's meant for wildlife. So hopefully this project can also help improve their land. It was back to camp to have a little lunch of our own. They do a great job in preparing the food. Food. It was then back to the tent, where I put and relax, and I tried to quickly tape some intros and outros for my CNN iReport video on elephant ivory.
The elephant, the world's largest land animal.
Sometimes recording the simplest things can be a pain in the butt. All the animals I saw that day were on my mind, but I couldn't stop thinking about the children I had met. It seems all too often we get caught up in the moment when we are there, but when we come home to our own life, we're about paying our bills for cars, for houses, or rent, or school, as well as other things we always spend our money on. But I felt like this time, no matter what my financial situation was when I got home, I just had to do something. These children hold a future for all the animals I enjoy to see on safari. Thank you for watching this episode of Safari Lewa. Now if you want more information on Lewa and the schools that they support and the whole education system they have there, please read the description of this video, which is probably going to be below me here. Now there's a lot of links, so be sure to check them out and ways to help out people and wildlife. Now thank you very much for watching, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I was able to use the proceeds from the whole YouTube AdSense program, and $650 US was sent over to Lewa, and that sends one orphan to school for a full year. So thank you very much for watching my videos, and see you again next time.